The Horizons Active ETF Strategies are really the largest and the oldest in the Canadian market. We launched our first active ETF all the way back in 2009. At that time, people thought we were crazy to even consider launching active ETFs, and really proud to say that we have grown the portfolio to 29 really successful and distinctly different actively managed ETFs, primarily focused on the fixed income market. And we've grown AUM in that particular strategy now to over $4.5 billion. All information really and data indicates that the money coming into the actively managed space is really born from the realization or acceptance among Canadian investors that mutual funds are no longer the only option on the street, and that they've been paying far too much for far too long to access active strategies at high fees. Sure. Canada's definitely ground zero for the development of actively managed ETFs. And the reason for this is really our regulatory advantage in the Canadian marketplace. ETFs that are active are actually regulated under the same regulation as the mutual fund industry, which is 81-102. What this means for us as providers is that all of the legislation, regulatory work, and precedent has already been set in an environment that has been around in the Canadian market for 20 to 50 years. The ideal place for the Horizons lineup of actively managed ETFs in Canadian portfolios is as a real complement to the passive strategies that already exist. What we know about the fixed income market is that often it is extremely illiquid, difficult to get preferential pricing, and creates a lot of inefficiencies that are real opportunities for actively managed PMs to really outperform in that space.
Get the active advantage with Canada's leader in actively managed fixed income ETF solutions, including Canada's first actively managed preferred share ETF, HPR. Horizons ETFs, ETF solutions for every investor.